Welcome to Art and Flatnixing on the Work, or a show by Nicolas Bourthoumieux. I find myself in a gallery in Brussels showing some paintings and some sculptures by Nicolas Bourthoumieux, who makes dark and poetic, very sensitive sculptures, for example with metal. Here we see that he cut this piece of metal himself, and recently it's the bottom part of a gas tank, and inside we find corals from the northwest region of Bretagne in France. Very rare French corals in a rather sturdy but beautiful industrial shape, shortened by the artist. Here we find a kind of table-like sculpture welded by Bourthoumieux as a kind of showcase for a piece of meteorite found in Morocco. So we see the repetition of the idea of a treasure, first with the French corals, then the piece of meteorite found in Morocco, and here the bumblebee on a piece of cut metal. The corners have been removed to fit in fruit boxes, wooden fruit boxes, a piece of marble, and a bar of aluminium created with aluminium cans from his home. On the other side of the gallery we find two metal sculptures which made me think of the elegance of Calder and Giacometti at first. Two parallel sculptures, seemingly fish-shaped, and actually they consist of two metal rods welded together and beautifully finished, such as the beak of a kind of fish. And the shape itself is determined by the height of the piece in the middle that is put in between the two bars welded together. So they don't have the same height because the height of the piece of metal which has been put in between is different. And here we find a photograph made in the hometown in the French Pyrenees, the southern part of France with high peaked mountains, where Nicolas Bourthoumieux was born and lived all his childhood. And it's a series of pictures taken with the same part of the film 6 times. So we see the meadows of his village, faraway mountains, and 6 moons, all on the same part of film. It's 1 exposure, 6 exposures on one piece of film. And in the garden we find a photograph again of his village. France. You see the mist and the mountain in the back.
C'est les 3 lingots qui sont là. C'est une édition, mais on ne sait pas combien on en a fait, on en a peut-être une vingtaine. Présentés comme des fétiches.